would you go with me? I'd like for you to close your eyes and go back into your life and search out two kinds of leaders. First, search for leaders who inspired the worst in you. It may have been a teacher that just thought you couldn't spell, or you couldn't sit still, or you were a troublemaker, or you were in the slow group. And because of their belief, you bought it, and you began to be slow or a troublemaker. It could have been a family member that was overly critical, and you bought it and began to lose confidence. Could have been a coach. Could have been an employer, a boss, who was someone who would intimidate and humiliate. And kind of move through your memories, and I want you to notice, what was it that they did? What were their traits that caused you to change, to lose confidence, and maybe even to kick the dog? You know, when we get bullied, we look for someone helpless we can bully. And maybe we begin to become petty and backbiting and gossiping and look for the worst, and it's kind of like pass it on. And it's painful. Be gentle with yourself, but search with some real courage. And the question is, what are those human traits which diminish those around us? And how did it impact you? Now, sometimes you encounter a bully and you say, you're not going to beat me down. I'll prove to you I can do it. And that's where you're making it in spite of the person. But I want us to be curious about the kinds of behaviors that don't bring the fruit of gladness, of love from other people. And then as you're ready, shift gears and search for your Wade Thompson. Those special people in your life that lifted you up and caused you to be more than you thought was possible, that transformed everything about you, your joy, your capacity to forgive, your capacity to love others, especially when they were unlovable, your capacity to trust. And ask yourself, what were their traits? How did they do that? And a tip-off, it's not like one size fits all. There are probably amazing things that you may have never thought about, or maybe you've thought about a lot. But gently move to your notebook, and there's a space for you to jot down, maybe in that blank page. Capture both, and you may go back and forth. What are those traits which wither the human spirit? And what is the magic that grows the mighty oak, that inspires others to become worthy leaders, servant leaders, caring leaders, humble stewards for the greater good? And let me just walk among you and begin to gather some, and Dwayne will chart for us. What was on your list of the unwonderful leader?
Controlling.
Controlling?
Same thing.
More controlling? Anything different?
Betrayal.
Betrayal?
Mean.
Mean? No recognition of accomplishment?
Evaluation to find fault.
Looked for fault, evaluation to find fault?
Negativity.
Negativity? Unaccountability? Yeah, wouldn't walk their talk? Yeah, yeah. Shameful and shaming? Any not on that list? Lack of truthfulness, unhappy? Hypocrite? Comparing to others?
Unpredictable.
Unpredictable? Yells. Deceitful? Any major ones that we've missed from anywhere in the room? Isolationist. Tell me what you mean by that.
I had a patrol sergeant who was real closed off. I had a patrol sergeant who was real closed off, but he also tried to bring the people into his little group and shut them out from everybody also.
So kind of building his tribe against others. Polarizing the group. That's an important one. What else have we missed that was critical on your list? Fearful, insensitive, and lack of trust. Okay, let's shift to that other list. And it'll be interesting to see the kind of mosaic of discovery. And let me go to this side of the room and we'll hear from you. When you thought about those special people that lifted your spirit, that grew you to become more, what's on your list?
Lead or follow. Just take a path.
Leaderful?
Lead or follow.
Lead or follow?
Take a path.
Take a path?
Take a path.
Okay.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Yes. Tell me what you mean by that. It's a challenge, isn't it? I didn't sign up for that.
Well, just not being afraid to be who you are, because you know that that person will love you no matter what.
Yeah, that is so critically important, that they have the capacity to love you, especially when you're unlovable, to help you discover that other part of yourself. Really a powerful one. What else?
They recognized and cultivated your natural abilities.
Yeah, they found that spark in you that was special for you, and there's where they focus, not on what wasn't working, but really growing what you were good at. What else? Confidence builder. Good. Trusting.
Made me see my potential.
Helped you see your potential. Yeah. You used an even stronger word. Maybe that made me see my potential. Didn't let me wiggle out. Sometimes we want to take the safe road and kind of show up and let others do the magic, and really insisting that you become that wonderful, special person that you are. Good, Larry. Others.
Consistent encourager.
Consistent encourager, that there was a real rhythm of making sure you knew that you were doing good things. Good. Compassionate, spiritual. Yes. Spirit. You know, until recently, so often in corporate America, that's not been a word used. And now it's just amazing that we're realizing that a company without a soul is missing something really important, a company without a spirit. And that when we don't feel safe to bring spirit to our work, something vital is missing. I think it's very exciting that we're finally taking our life out of boxes and realizing we take ourselves everywhere. And if our work is not our calling, we're missing something. No matter what our work is, if we don't see it as a way to serve, a way to be a steward. That's good. What else are we missing on that list? A positive thinker, yes. No matter what it is. I heard yesterday, some people see opportunity in adversity. Others see adversity in opportunity. And I thought that was a good reminder. What are we missing? Unselfish. Does not condemn. Able to help you make corrections without labeling you, or sometimes without saying a word.
Celebrates your strengths and supports your areas of growth.
Celebrates your strengths and supports your areas of growth. Yeah. Good. So we're beginning to get kind of a profile. And I don't know about you. I would like to pretend I'm always over here, but I'm not. And one of my most painful discoveries is I would do a lot of this with my client. I can come back and be this with my partners. And especially with my family, I could go home so tired that I'd given it all away. And what they got was a grumpy, tired, empty person. So tomorrow we're going to talk about how to keep your energy high so that you can become and be more what we all want to be, but we often fall short of.